This is Nicholas Santillo and Sara Gaudon of Logical Outcomes, a Canadian nonprofit. Today we'll be showing how we work with FreshBooks to track our time. So Sara, you want to show us how we do that?
I sure do. So as Nicholas said, we track our hours using FreshBooks, which is a website and also has a mobile app. It's very easy to use. So to get started on FreshBooks, first you will receive an email invitation from your administrator. So the email invitation, and excuse my slideshow here, will look something like this. It'll have a Logical Outcomes branding on it, and it'll give you a URL. So you're going to want to click that link, and you'll be taken to a login page. If you notice, that email also suggested a username for you. So just type in that username and the password that was suggested, and then you're going to be prompted the first time to make your own custom password.
Okay, so it doesn't matter for that first one that I entered.
Yeah. Perfect. So when you're in FreshBooks, you're basically just going to use this one tab called Time Tracking. And FreshBooks has a built-in timer, which is pretty neat if you want to, start working. You start the timer at the same time, and you can actually log your hours right from this timer. Or, Nicholas, we were talking, you and I tend to just kind of look at the clock in our computer and we kind of estimate the time. So there's two different ways you could track your time. So what's important, and this is a sample person, so I've only made one project available to them, but you select your project, you select your task. So this is the work that you were doing. So maybe you were doing a literature review, you were doing an evaluation project, you're developing an online tool. So just make sure you press the right task. Again, enter the hours you worked. This notes field is optional because the time that you track is based on your task. So if you want to keep track for your own self, that's fine, but it is an optional field. Yeah, so that's about it. Every time you work, it's suggested that you log your hours as soon as you can, within 2 days, but I mean, if you could get into the habit of doing it the same day, that'll be really helpful because we're often pulling information from FreshBooks to figure out how we're doing on certain projects, so we want to make sure that it's up to date. Right.
I know I myself use the mobile app. I don't know if you have any view on that.
Absolutely.
That makes it just so easy for me to do. I make sure that I'm keeping track of my hours as I'm doing them.
So here are a few screenshots from an iPhone app, but there's different versions for different phones. Pretty same to the website interface that you'll see. So you have to log in every time, but then once you're in, again, you just go to that time tracking tab and you have the options. So these are two different screenshots. You can either do the timer on the phone or you can just enter your time in manually. And every drop-down box that you'll click will open a little menu, so you can still see your list of projects and your list of tasks there.
Wow. Yeah. It really is. It's a nice, simple way to, considering we're never in the same room, to keep track of our time.
Yeah, so if you ever have any questions about FreshBooks, feel free to reach out to Nicholas or myself. But as you can see, it's very straightforward. So good luck with your time logging. And Nicholas, unless you have something else to add, I think we can sign out.
No, I think that's enough for now. Thanks. And if you want any more videos on our tools, please let us know in the comment section below. And just tell us what you'd like us to cover. Thanks.